Does anyone know like any techniques to quit smoking or like medication for that matter? This cigarette habit of mine is sort of unbearable for me. Yes, of course. Now, are these movies are good? In my opinion, yes and no. It's just that my biggest critique of it, right, with that movie and the 28 Days Later franchise at whole, is that the story could have been done more better, and especially the dialogues for when it comes to the actors speaking and conveying amongst each other, you know. But it is good for a horror film or a horror franchise. But I highly recommend you watch that film as I showed you with the other clip, because it kind of resonates more or less so as per to real life when it comes to like a virus being, you know, as an epidemic or a pandemic per se. But yeah. Does anyone know like any techniques to quit smoking or like? I just forgot to mention that I tried nicotine patches and nicotine gum. It does not work when I make the attempt to quit smoking. So like, if anybody else knows like any other techniques or any other medication for it, just let me know. Cause like, I don't get bitchy when I'm not smoking. I just want to make that very clear. I feel really tense up or more anxious in that capacity. God damn fucking phlegm. I've been coughing the whole fucking day. Well, I finally came home after a long ass fucking day. And yes, I'm still manic from not smoking. You won't believe the amount of times today I was so calm and so cordial with people. In my head, I was literally about to fucking crash out without having no fucking tobacco. But yes, today I worked today. And it's a part-time thing I'm doing at the moment. But whatever. I miss you the whole day, mama. Look. You know you want this. You want this. Ah!
Oh, there's too much ice. Too much ice. Too much ice. Get that back. There's too much ice.
Just order your fucking food and stop bitching about the fucking ice. God. Oh well. Light ice. Get the fuck out of here. If I was that worker that gave you that food, I would have quit right there and I would have thrown that soda right in front of your face and told you, here, light ice right there, you dumb fuck. I am so fucking tired. And kind of bitchy today, but managing. The MTA can suck my dick, making me wait fucking almost 15 minutes waiting for the train to not move. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking assholes. Fucking L train is a piece of shit at this time. I'm not sick or anything. Well, sick in the head. But I decided to quit smoking cigarettes, so like I've been really bitchy this whole fucking week. So like if I'm a little off with the videos, it's not you. I'm dealing with withdrawal fucking addiction disorder. Really fucking get it to me, you know.
Paulie, my friend, I'm so glad that you're staying strong and that you're off the sticks just like yours truly.
Well, Ed, I'm holding on despite my little bitchiness this whole week and my little crash outs. To be fair, oh my god, and here I thought quitting alcohol was bad, but no. This, I realized, and I forgot, this was more even difficult than I realized. And this is like my 7th attempt of quitting cigarettes. But other than that, it's alright. But the other thing I told you in private, oh, dude, I feel better about that, and also, in a way, I feel very emboldened by what I just told you recently. Oh, And this time, nobody can say shit to me. Oh man. For once, I feel very calm and I feel very happy with myself. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're good, okay? I'll leave that for my therapist. I was just joking about being sick in the head, you know? I like to tease, you know, self-deprecation of mine that I like to make fun of myself, you know? It's good to do that every now and then, but other than that, you're good.
Paulie, we should really describe the cravings in the dark. The craving.
Oh, this is on? Oh, yeah. I'm feeling the cravings at this time a little bit. I thought I heard little gremlins passing by in my house. Cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh, man. Yeah, these cravings are... Oh. Well, hello. I know I responded to you in the comments in that video the other day, but I figured to make a video since I feel a little better since I haven't been smoking cigarettes this whole week, even though I've been a little more chaotic than usual. But other than that, like, I'm keeping my composure together, especially when I go out. But let me just get on with this. Like, yeah, I've noticed that my entire life, like, people always like to assume or right away judge, like, I'm the type of individual that likes to talk about problems or be argumentative about any little thing. But in reality, it's never that much of a case. Like, you know, if I'm speaking to someone that I know or related to, let alone in terms of, like, my conversation is like generalistic, like not really severe as much, more or less, or half of the time, like, if I'm conveying myself or espousing something that's very rational, right away, like, I feel like, yeah, like you said, I feel like people are like a bunch of, you know, people are like a brick wall. Like, you could say a lot to somebody that is like that, but in reality, you know, it goes into one ear, out the other. But other than that, I just feel like, you know, people are just bothered by the way I speak, but, you know, it's one of those little insecurities I have. But needless to say, like, I don't let it get it to me. I don't let it get to me, but I just find it really irritating and hypocritical simply because, like, you know, I'm always nice to people. And like, you know, if someone asks me to do a favor, whatever, or let alone, you know, help them out as such, I'm the type of person that will do that. But with regards, like, let's say, you know, if I do that in return, all I get is fucking crickets. Or let alone, let's say, as an example, if I want to invite people out to somewhere, or, like, you know, want to hang out with them, half the time it's been okay, but other than that, like, the other times it's not so much. Like, you know, I'll say, like, you know, if I want to invite a person, or if I want to hang out with somebody, they'll be in agreement, but never really get back to me. But then I come to mention of it, like, I found out later on that they'll do something together without me in the midst of it. So, like, I really don't understand that, like, and I find that very disrespectful in some regards, because, you know, I'm not being, you know, pretentious with people like that. But if you're gonna invite me somewhere, or let's say if I do that to you, and you don't have any cohesive, you know, communication with one another, and you just do it on your own without me, or let alone forget, like, if I'm trying to invite you to some place, Well, in that scenario, I feel like you don't like my presence or let alone tolerate me as a whole. I'm not saying to you or anybody here, but that's how I feel with my general assessment with people. Hence, these days, I'm very keen to not be so kind to people at all. Cause like I figure, my approach to it is like, if you could be nice to me, I could be nice to you. Like if you give me respect, I give you respect. And if you show me your humanity, like your genuine self, I will do the same, and I would be very cordial and be very respectful with you. That's all I ask. At least give me some validation like that as a human being, but don't sit there or be in front of me trying to belittle me or thinking that I'm still a little kid. This applies to various members that I'm related to that are more older. So in a way, it's not really much being sexist. Correction, it's not. It's not what I just said. Ages. I apologize on that stupid stuttering, but it's not about being ageist, but it's just that at least have some valid communication with me. If I could do it to other people, you could do the same thing as well. But no, that's never been the case in my life. This is what happens when I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucking ignorant ass fuckheads that care for themselves but don't care for others. Let alone if anybody that is so kind and genuine in that regard. With me. But that's it.